ሰላም ጤና ይስጥልን ውድ የተከበራችሁ የቻናላችን ተከታታዮች እንግዲህ በባለፈው ቪዲዮአችን አሚኖ አሲድ ስትራክቸር ክላሲፊኬሽን ኤንድ ፋንክሽን የሚለውን አይተን ነበር ማለት ነው። በዛሬው ቪዲዮአችን ደግሞ ፕሮቲን ስትራክቸር ፋንክሽን ኤንድ ክላሲፊኬሽን የሚሉትን እንዳጠቃላይ የምናይ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። አብራችሁን ዝለቁ። በቪዲዮአችን እንግዲህ በዋናነት የምናየው ፕሮቲን ነው ብያችኋለሁ ማለት ነው። ፕሮቲን ውስጥ እንግዲህ ፋንክሽንስ ኦፍ ፕሮቲን፣ ክላሲፊኬሽንስ ኦፍ ፕሮቲን፣ ዲኔቸሬሽንስ ኦፍ ፕሮቲን ኤንድ ሜጀርሊ ስተዲ ማዮግሎቢን ኤንድ ሄሞግሎቢን የሚሉትን ፕሮቲኖች እናያለን ማለት ነው። Yes, first and foremost, we will try to see what amino acid mean before we are going to proteins. ወደ ፕሮቲን ከመሄዳችን በፊት አሚኖ አሲድ ምንድነው የሚለውን ማወቅ ይገባና ማለት ነው። አሚኖ አሲድስ are the building blocks for proteins. ፕሮቲን የሚሰሩት እንግዲህ ከአሚኖ አሲድ ነው። ግዴታ አሚኖ አሲድን ማወቅ የግዴታ ያስፈልጋል ማለት ነው። About 300 amino acids are found in nature, but 20 of them are what standard amino acids that appears in protein synthesis ማለት ነው. The other one, the amino acids have a central alpha carbon that is attached or linked with four attachments in the four corners. That is why the alpha carbon is tetrahedral in structures. The amino group, the carboxyl group, hydroxyl group, and side chains or alkyl group. This is structurally is what it seems like, and we have already discussed in the previous. Then two amino acids together can link together by peptide bonds. So let's try to discuss about proteins and peptides. Main agent, those proteins and peptides are main agents of biological function. Mostly those proteins are the most abundant biomolecules next to carbohydrate in the living cells, but they are very important for different metabolic purposes, as well as in the catalytical activity, as well as in hormones, signaling mechanism, and so forth, right? So those proteins are essential to structural and functionals of all living organisms, and so forth. Humans have 10,000 of proteins, each with different structures and different functions. So the chain containing less than 50 amino acids. That is why amino acids are the building blocks of protein ብለናል ማለት ነው። እነዚህ አሚኖ አሲዶች ከ50 በታች አሚኖ አሲድ ከሆነ ፕሮቲን ሳይሆን የሚባለው ምንድነው? ፔፕታይድ ይባላል ማለት ነው። 50 እና ከ50 በታች አሚኖ አሲድ ከያዘ ይሄ ቼይኑ ወይም ደግሞ ስትራክቸሩ ምን ይባላል? ፔፕታይድ ብለን እንጠራዋለን ማለት ነው። the other one, if it is containing greater than 50 ከ50 በላይ ከያዘ ማለት ነው፣ ደግሞ 50 እና ከ50 በላይ አሚኖ አሲድ ከያዘ ምን ይባላል? ፕሮቲንስ ይባላል ማለት ነው። እነዚህ ስሞለር ፕሮቲን ቼይን ምን ይባላል? ፔፕታይድ ይባላል ከ50 በታች ከሆነ ማለት ነው። ሶ these are protein and peptides are a big deal difference ማለት ነው። ፔፕታይድስ ከ50 አሚኖ አሲድ የያዙ ናቸው ካልን ፔፕታይድ ቼይን ኮንሲስትስ ኦፍ ምን ይዟል ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ ዳይ ፔፕታይድ የምንላቸው ሁለት አሚኖ አሲዶችን የያዘ ያ ማለት ደግሞ በአንድ ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ የተሳሰረ ማለት ነው። each and every amino acids can be linked or joined together by what? ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ ይባላል። በባለፈው እንዳየነው ሁለት ወይም ከዛ በላይ ሞኖሳካራይዶች በአንድ ላይ በምን ይያዛሉ? በግላይኮሳይዲክ ቦንድ ብለን ነበረ ማለት ነው። ሶ the other one, ትራይፔፕታይድ የምንለው ሶስት አሚኖ አሲዶችን የያዘ ያ ማለት ሁለት ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ ይኖረዋል ማለት ነው። በሶስቱ መካከል ለምሳሌ ይሄኛው አንዱ አሚኖ አሲድ ቢሆን ይሄኛው ሁለተኛው አሚኖ አሲድ፣ ይሄ ሶስተኛው አሚኖ አሲድ፣ ሶ በመካከላቸው ይሄ ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ ይኖራል፣ ይሄኛው ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ ይኖራል። that is ሁለት አሚኖ አሲድ ማነው ሶስት አሚኖ አሲድ በመካከላቸው ሁለት ፔፕታይድ ቼይን ይኖራል ማለት ነው። the most common example of tripeptide is glutathione የምንለው አለ, formed by from cysteine, glycine and that of alanine amino acids. So the other one, octapeptides 8 amino acid ያዘን በመካከሉ ስንት ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ ይኖራል ማለት ነው? 7 ፔፕታይድ bonds. Two hormones, mostly oxytocin is very common physiological active, and that is love hormone ተብሎ ይጠራል ማለት ነው። and vasopressins, that is antidiuretic hormones, are the most common octapeptides and very important physiologically as well as biochemically ማለት ነው። the other one, polypeptides የምንላቸው poly means many peptide chain that contains or that consists of 10 up to 50 amino acids like insulin hormone. This is the simplest and what the very common types of amino acids and proteins, right? The simplest protein ምንለው insulin that consists or that contains 51 amino acids. 51 amino acids ይዟል ማለት ነው። Okay, the other one is peptide, and it is biological importance or biomedical importance of peptides. And then bradykinin, we have a lot of types of peptides. Bradykinin is the best peptides, locally anti-inflammatory peptides, and it is very important vasodilators as well as hypotensive hormones, potent smooth muscle relaxant peptides, and it's very importantly made from 9 amino acids. That is what nonapeptides ብለን እንጠራዋለን ማለት ነው። Like this is consists or it contains arginine, proline, glycine, phenylalanine, serine, proline, and phenylalanine as well as arginine. On the side chain, arginine here is also in the starting material. Arginine ይኖረዋል ማለት ነው። So the other oxypeptide is common polypeptides, that is posterior pituitary hormones induce uterine contraction for what milk production as well as it's also called as nonapeptides, common love hormone ተብሎ ይጠራል ማለት ነው። The other one, thyrotropin releasing hormone or TRH, that is tripeptides composed of cyclized glutamic acids like pyrroline glutamic acids, which is and it is prolaminated, and hypothalamic hormone responsible for what stimulations of pituitary secretions to what thyrotropins we call TSH hormones. That is why the tubular stimulating hormones, thyroid stimulating hormones. The other one is a tripeptide called glutathione. Glutathione is a tripeptide that is made from glutamic acid, cysteine, and glycine, which is very important antioxidant, and it is participating in a number of important metabolic reactions like detoxification, eicosanoid synthesis, as well as transport of amino acids across cell membranes. Right? It is very important antioxidant. Potent antioxidant potent antioxidant molecule. So the other one, insulin hormone, it is formed from two polypeptide chains connected together by two disulfide bridge or linkage, mostly alpha and beta polypeptide chain. 2 alpha and 2 beta polypeptide chains. They are 30 amino acids in alpha chain as well as 21 amino acids in beta chains that will form insulin hormones that comprise of 51 amino acids in total. The other beta lipoprotein, which is hypophyseal hormones that stimulates the release of fatty acids from adipose tissue during any metabolic process. Okay, let's try to proceed. The next one is that of proteins. Protein ምንድናቸው የሚለውን ማየት ይጠበቅብናል ማለት ነው። Proteins are, the word protein is derived from a Greek word which means proteus. Proteus means primary, that has most abundant biomolecule in the living cells or in the living organisms. That is why it has high molecular weights formed from carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. That is why it is a chemical components of a protein which is made. And these proteins may contain some proteins and contain sulfur and that of phosphorus, non-proteinous organic chemicals, and is a major component of any living cells. And that is very importantly synthesized or made from amino acids. It is a polymers of amino acids linked together by peptide bond. Peptide bond, right? Don't forget it. It is made from amino acids. So sometimes described as those proteins are workhorse of the cell ይባላል ወይም ደግሞ ዋናው የሴላችን ስራ የሚሰራው በዛ ነው ማለት ነው። ሆርስ እንደምታውቁት ወይም ፈረስ በጣም ጠንካራ ነው ማለት ነው። ወርክ ሆርስ ስንል ደግሞ የስራ ማለት that is why mostly or many functions can be done with the help of proteins ማለት ነው። workhorse of the cell ተብሎ ይጠራሉ። Okay, proteins are linear unbranched polymers of what amino acids or L amino acids. L amino acid የምንላቸው እንግዲህ ለምንድን ነው L ያልነው? Amino groups are found on the left side. Mostly natural occurring proteins can be existed in the form of L forms of an amino acid. That is, the amino group is found on the left side ማለት ነው. That is why linked head to tail for carboxy groups to the amino groups through formations of peptide bonds. Peptide bond formation. How is it formed? The first amino acid, for instance, is valine, the other amino acid is alanine. So in between the carboxy of the first amino acid and the amino groups of the second amino acid can form peptide bond by releasing one molecules of water. እዚህ ጋር ይወስዳል ማለት ነው ኦክሲጅን ይወስዳል። እዚህ ጋር ሁለት ሃይድሮጅን ሲወስድ ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው ወተር ሆኖ ሪሊዝ ይሆናል። እዚህ ጋር አንድ ሃይድሮጅን ይቀራናል። እዚህ ጋር ምን አለ ሲ ደብል ቦንድ ኦ ወይም ደግሞ ካርቦክሲ ግሩፕ ይኖራል ማለት ነው። This carboxy group integration or formation of a bond between carboxy group and amino groups of the second amino acid we call peptide bond ብለን እንጠራዋለን። ቫሊን አላኒን ብለን እንጠራቸዋለን ማለት ነው። this is what the amino acids can be linked in the formations of a protein ማለት ነው. So the other one is buffering actions of a protein, that is proteins can have both an acid and basic characteristics like that of an amino acids, because proteins are made from amino acids. So they have characteristic natures of amphiprotic. Proteins act as a buffer because they contain acidic as well as basic ionizable groups. That is the acidic ionizable group is COOH, while the basic, that is NH2, SH, and amidazole groups as well as hydroxyl groups of the that of the basic natures of the amino acids. And upon addition of an acid to the proton would be taken up by the group, and that of amino group and carboxyl group as well as added to the alkali could be what neutralized by the protons. Acids can be neutralized by a proton. Base, that is base will be neutralized by an acid የሚለው ማለት ነው. So buffering action is critical for the maintenance of pH change. That is why buffering action, in essence, buffer means a solution that resists pH change during an addition of a small drops of an acid or a base for different body fluids, right? So the next one is classifications of amino acids. Proteins, right? Proteins can be majorly classified based on three characteristics or three bases, right? Based on composition, the other one based on shape, and the other one is based on function. Okay, let's try to see the classifications of protein based on composition. እንግዲህ ፕሮቲን በኮምፖዚሽናቸው ወይም በስሪታቸው በስንት ይከፈላሉ ማለት ነው? በሶስት ይከፈላሉ። የመጀመሪያው ሲምፕል ፕሮቲን ናቸዋል። እነዚህ ሲምፕል ፕሮቲንስ they can contains only amino acids in their structure ማለት ነው። አሚኖ አሲድ እና አሚኖ አሲድ ብቻ ነው የያዙት። ሃይድሮላይዝ ሲሆኑ ወይም ደግሞ ኦክሲዳይዝ ሲሆኑ the yields only amino acids፣ ምክንያቱም ሌላ ተጨማሪ ነገር ስለሌላቸው ምንድነው ወደ አሚኖ አሲድ ነው የሚሄዱት ማለት ነው። the yields amino acid only on hydrolysis like insulin, myosin, albumin, the scleroprotein, collagens, and keratin. The likes are simple proteins. The other one, the conjugated or compound protein ናቸዋል። conjugated ማለት non proteinous component ወይም ደግሞ non amino acid component ይኖረዋል ማለት ነው። So on hydrolysis, on digestion, the yields what amino acid plus non-proteinous component or non-amino acid precursor ይኖራቸዋል ማለት ነው። Great. Myotes like heme group ሊኖር ይችላል። maybe carbohydrate myote ሊኖር ይችላል። or it may be lipid myote, or it may be what metal ions like metalloprotein እንላቸዋለን። and nucleic acids እና nucleoproteins, pigment ሊኖር ይችላል። that is chloroproteins የምንላቸው ማለት ነው። so conjugations with prostatic groups ይኖራቸዋል ወይም ደግሞ tightly conjugated with other molecules of non-amino acid precursor ማለት ነው. So the third one is, or the third class of compositions in protein, that is derived proteins. Those derived proteins are all the proteins derived from either of the above the two, that is why from compound protein or the simple protein through what partial hydrolytic products of a protein. እነዚህ ከሲምፕል ፕሮቲን ወይም ደግሞ ከኮምፓውንድ ፕሮቲን በሃይድሮሊቲክ ፕሮዳክት ወይም ደግሞ በዳይጀሽን አዝ ባይ ፕሮዳክት ባይ ማለት ወይም ደግሞ አዝ derived product ሆኖ የሚመጡ ናቸው። like proteases, peptones, long and short chains of peptides as well as denatured proteins are the most common examples of derived proteins. The next classifications of protein is based on functions. Based on function, we have a lot of classes of an amino acid proteins, right? Protein can be an enzyme based on their function, that is catalytic functions, or majorly enzymes are biological catalysts or biocatalysts that can speed up chemical reactions in the living cells or in the life ማለት ነው. The other enzymes, the proteins can be hormones that regulates extracellular process or a signaling mechanism in the cells. The other proteins can be receptors in a sense proteins that selectively recognize or accept hormones or ligands. And the other one, immunoglobulins or IgS. Immunoglobulins are antibodies that recognize and selectively react to neutralize antigens, that defense mechanisms. The other one, detoxifiers. Detoxifiers are albumin, metallothioneins that selectively detoxify chemical groups. Very important to sequester heavy metal ions. And then the other one, toxins. Toxins are proteins that poison organisms. Mostly the most common example is snake venom ወይም ደግሞ ምንድነው የእባብ መርዝ የምንለው በጣም ከፍተኛ የሆነ ፕሮቲንስ ኮንቴንት አለው። that is poison ወይም ደግሞ መርዛማ ነው ማለት ነው። The other one, transporter proteins that are work on the transport of substances in the cell. It may be what plasma protein ሊሆን ይችላል ወይም ደግሞ cell membrane proteins that will help to carrying a substance to the inside the cells, or like hemoglobin that transports what oxygen gases to the cells. The other one, contractile proteins that convert chemical energy to mechanical energy, or the muscle proteins like myosin, actin, troponin are the most contractile proteins እንላቸዋለን ማለት ነው። The other one is the structural proteins that are very important to provide shape structures to various organs like collagen, keratin, and so forth are structural protein ብለን እንጠራቸዋለን ማለት ነው, right? Okay, the third classifications of a protein is based on their structures. The most common structural proteins are globular protein and what that of fibrous proteins. So let's try to see what globular proteins mean. Globular proteins are compactly folded and coiled. Those are the shape is globular nature. ሸፓቸው ስናይ ምንድነው globular is globular structure ነው። እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት ምንድነው or overlay or condensed የሆነ ነው ማለት ነው። the most common globular protein ናቸው like albumin, globulin, antibodies, receptors, mostly that plasma protein ምንላቸው ማለት ነው። The other one, globular proteins are usually soluble in water. They are what hydrophilic in nature, that is dissolved in waters, and in general there's a core or globular domains has high contents of that of amino acids, non-polar side chains, mostly the non-polar side chains of the valine amino acid, leucine, isoleucine, methionine, and that of phenylalanine are the most commonly potent domains of globular structures or proteins out of contact within the aqueous medium. Mostly those globular protein, the charged polar amino acids chains like arginine, histidine, lysine, asparagine, and glutamate are generally located on the surface of the protein. So where they form what ion pairs, that is salt bridge, that make it the globular proteins are soluble in water. Mostly እንደዚህ አዮን ስለሚፈጥሩ በውሃ ውስጥ የማማማት እድላቸው ከፍተኛ ነው ማለት ነው። So the other structure of protein is what fibrous protein ምንላቸው ናቸው። Those fibrous proteins are constituted by several coiled cross-linked polypeptide chain. Coiled ነው እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት ጥምጥም ሽቦ ነው የሚመስለው ማለት ነው። ነገር ግን እንደዛኛው ግሎቡላር ኔቸር የለውም ማለት ነው። they play structural and protective roles። በተለይ ደግሞ structural እና protective role ነው የሚኖራቸው ማለት ነው። so the most common example ምንላቸው collagen, keratin, elastin and myosin ናቸው ይጠቀሳሉ ማለት ነው። the fibrous proteins are generally what linear in structure. They are not what spherical አይደሉም linear ናቸው, and they are single axis or arranged in a single axis linear structure ነው የሚኖራቸው ማለት ነው። The other one, transmembrane proteins, consists of proteins that have one or more regions aligned to the cross the lipid membranes. Mostly the membrane bounded proteins that are serving as a transporter natures. So this is a comparison between that of fibrous protein and globular proteins. And summarize ስናደርጋቸው fibrous protein ናቸው, they are parallel long fibers or large sheet ናቸው ማለት ነው። they are mechanically right strong ናቸው, and they are insoluble in water. በውሃ ውስጥ ምን አይሆኑም ion formation ስለሌላቸው hydrophobic nature ስላላቸው በውሃ ውስጥ የማሟሟት እድላቸው ዝቅተኛ ነው ማለት ነው። they can play structural roles in nature, and mostly keratin, hair protein, that is, and the other wools and collagens are the most examples. The other in here, globular proteins are folded to more or less spherical in shape. They are not linear are spherical in shape. They have what helix and beta plated sheets, as well as they are soluble in water. Most and they will form salt solutions. Tertiary and quaternary structures are the most common complex structures of globular proteins. So let's try to see the functions of a protein. Protein function ምን ይመስላል የሚለውን ስናይ ደግሞ structural nature አላቸው. main structural component of bones, muscles, and cytoskeletons as well as cell membranes are made from proteins. ብዙውን ጊዜ እነዚህ ፕሮቲኖች ለብዙ structural component of the cell ያገለግላል. Nutrition, they provide essential amino acids like nitrogen and sulfur components, as well as they can also have catalytical roles. Most proteins can act as enzymes or biocatalysts in nature, and they can speed up the chemical reactions in the cell. Endocrine function, or as a hormone, they can regulate signals or they can stimulate signals with receptors, endocrine functions. And the other one, defense mechanisms or antibodies and antigens can have the defense mechanisms, and most complement proteins supply body defense mechanisms or immune functions. The other one, osmotic potential, that is plasma proteins, are responsible for most effective osmotic pressures of the blood, and mostly urine formation, blood clotting factors, as well as most proteins are very important for osmotic potentials. To the others, the transporter nature, proteins can carry lipids in the blood, forming what lipoproteins are the most common proteins substance that conjugated with lipid, and they are called as what lipid transporter vehicles in the cells. Like hemoglobin can also carry what oxygens. Membrane transport, mostly proteins in the membrane can act as channels or transporter to allow selective molecules or ions across the membranes and out of the cells, and mostly act as a bridge to carry chemical groups to transport in the membrane. The other one, gene regulation, control of cellular activity, like via gene expression, the other one, gene translation, as well as these expressions of a gene requires what mostly proteins for replication, transcription, and translation. Finally, the DNA code will be translated to a protein language. Contractile nature, that we have already deal chemical energy will be changed into mechanical energy, mostly protein that are found on skeletal muscles. So let's try to see the other one, structural organizations or hierarchical organizations of the protein's primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary, and quaternary structures. So let's try to see what is the primary structure and secondary as well as tertiary and quaternary structures of the proteins. እዚህ ጋር ስናይ እንግዲህ ምንድነው ፕራይመሪ ስትራክቸር። ስለዚህ ፕሮቲን ስትራክቸር ሊኒየር ሲኩዌንስ ኦፍ አሚኖ አሲድስ ዛት ሊንክድ ዊዝ ዲ ፖሊፔፕታይድ ቼን ኦር ይሄ እንደዚህ እንደምታዩት ምንድነው በቀጥታ ሊኒየርሊ ወይም ደግሞ ሆሪዞንታሊ አታችድ የሆኑ አሚኖ አሲድ እርስ በርሳቸው በመካከላቸው ምን ይኖራል? ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ ይኖራል ማለት። ሰከንዳሪ ስትራክቸር ስንል in addition to that of peptide bond there is a formations of localized regional hydrogen bonding structure ይኖራቸዋል። Tertiary structures are the most common and stable structures of overall 3D structures of a protein ይባላል ማለት ነው። The fourth one is quaternary structure, is more condensed and conjugated structures of a proteins. Here let's try to proceed. These are primary structures of a protein is a sequence of or linear sequence of amino acids. Amino acid ምን ማለት ነው? እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት amino acid 1 amino acid 2 here is amino acid linearly ምንድነው ማለት arranged የሆኑ ወይም ደግሞ ተርታ ይዘው ሰልፍ ይዘው የተቀመጡ አሚኖ አሲዶች ናቸው ማለት ነው። በመካከላቸው ምን ይኖራል? ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ ይኖራል ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት እነዚህ ምንድናቸው? ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ እንላቸዋለን። that is why a peptide bond is formed between the carboxy carbons of the first amino acid and the amino groups of the second amino acid ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ እነዚህ ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ በመካከላቸው ያሉት ፔፕታይድ ቦንድ ብለን እንጠራቸዋለን ማለት ነው። but the amino acids are arranged in horizontal lines or whatever is a linear sequence ማለት ነው። sequential arrangement ነው የሚኖራቸው ማለት ነው። so primary structure is a linear sequence of amino acids held together by peptide bonds, and so for the backbones of a protein responsible for its function. Each protein has unique sequential structure that is determined by gene. Genetic diseases are changed in primary structure as well as three-dimensional structures of a protein determined by its amino acid sequence የምንለው ይኖራል ማለት ነው። Secondary structures ስንል እንግዲህ they are structures mostly what stabilized by hydrogen bonding and formed when carboxyl carbonyl groups of one polypeptide is intramolecularly hydrogen bonded to anamide groups of the other located nearby amino acids, right? This is the carboxy carbon, this is what the amino groups of the second amino acids. So the most common secondary structure ናቸው alpha helix, beta plated sheet, and beta terms የምንላቸዋሉ ማለት ነው። Then what are the difference between these alpha helix and beta plated sheets ስንል, right? Alpha helix ማለት it is the secondary structures of a protein. Mostly they have peptide bond, but in addition to peptide bond it forms what the hydrogen bonding between the oxygens of the carboxy carbon and that of the hydrogens of amino group 1 amino acid to the fourth amino groups ማለት ነው። እንደዚህ ቢኖሩ አራት አሚኖ አሲዶች ቢኖሩ ማለት ነው the oxygens of the first amino acid and interact with hydrogen bonding with the hydrogen atoms of the fourth amino acid down the chain or across the chain ማለት ነው። ሶ ቤታ ፕሌተር ሺት ስንል ደግሞ ምንድነው 2 or more polypeptide chain ያስፈልጋል። አልፋ ሄሊክስ ከሆነ ግን አንድ ቼን ብቻ ነው ወይም ደግሞ አንድ ፖሊፔፕታይድ ቼን ብቻ ነው። ቤታ ፕሌተር ሺት ካልን ግን አትሊስት ሁለት እና ከዛ በላይ ያስፈልጋል። therefore hydrogen bond between or in line with other or adjacent chain ይፈጠራል hydrogen bonding ማለት ነው። look at this is structure እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት ምንድነው ማለት ነው ይሄ የመጀመሪያው አሚኖ አሲድ አለ ማለት ነው። በፕራይመሪ ስትራክቸሩ የመጀመሪያው አሚኖ አሲድ ከስንተኛው ከአራተኛው አሚኖ አሲድ በተመሳሳይ ሊንኬጅ ወይም ደግሞ በአንድ ቼን ማለት ነው። ይሄ ቼኑ ነው። ከቼኑ ውስጥ ምን አለ አንደኛው አሚኖ አሲድ ከአራተኛው፣ ሁለተኛው አሚኖ አሲድ ከአምስተኛው፣ ሶስተኛው አሚኖ አሲድ ከስድስተኛው ጀስት አራተኛው ከሰባተኛው እንደዛ እያለ ማለት ነው። ዳት ኢዝ ዋይ አልፋ ሄሊክስ ይባላል ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት ይሄ አሚኖ አሲድ 1 ነው ወይም ደግሞ የመጀመሪያው አሚኖ አሲድ ነው ማለት ነው። ከመጀመሪያው አሚኖ አሲድ ወዴት ማለት ነው ወደ አራተኛው አሚኖ አሲድ የሚፈጠር ሃይድሮጅን ቦንዲንግ በዛው ቼን ከሆነ አልፋ ሄሊክስ ይባላል። ቤታ ፕሌተር ሺት ካልን ግን ይሄ ቼን አለ አንድ ቼን ወይም ደግሞ ቼን 1 አለ። እዚህ ጋር ደግሞ ቼን 2 አለን ማለት ነው። አትሊስት ሃይድሮጅን ቦንድ የሚፈጠረው ምንድነው ቢትዊን ቼንስ ነው ማለት ነው። እነዚህ ቼኖች ደግሞ ወይም ደግሞ እነዚህ ፖሊፔፕታይድ ቼኖች ፓራላል ወይም ደግሞ አንቲ ፓራላል ሊሆኑ ይችላሉ ማለት ነው። ኢን ቢትዊን ሃይድሮጅን ኦክሲጅንስ ኦፍ ዘ ካርቦን ዊዝ ካርቦን ዊዝ ሃይድሮጅንስ ኦፍ ዲ ኦር ናይትሮጅንስ ኦፍ ዲ አዘር ቼን ይኖራል ማለት ነው። ሃይድሮጅን ዊዝ ዲ ኦክሲጅንስ ኦፍ ዲ አዘር ቼን ዳት ኢዝ ቤታ ፕሌትድ ሺት እንለዋለን። እዚጋም ሌላ ኤግዛምፕል አለ። እንግዲህ በአንድ ቼን ውስጥ አንደኛው አሚኖ አሲድ ከአራተኛው አሚኖ አሲድ ከሆነ አልፋ ሄሊክስ እንለዋለን። ግን እንደዚህ ሁለት ሶስት ቼኖች ኖረው ይሄ አንድ ቼን አለ፣ ይሄኛው ሁለተኛው ቼን፣ ሶስተኛው ቼን፣ አንደኛው ከሁለተኛው ከሶስተኛው ወይም ደግሞ አንደኛው ከሶስተኛው ቼን ጋር የሚፈጠር ሃይድሮጅን ቦንዲንግ ምን ይባላል? ቤታ ፕሌትድ ሺት ብለን እንጠራዋለን ማለት ነው። ራይት እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት ማለት ነው። The next one is that is tertiary structures of a protein. Tertiary ስንል እንግዲህ 3D structures of a protein ናቸው። the most stable structure ተብሎ ይጠራሉ ማለት ነው። ለምንድን ነው እንደዛ የተባሉት? Most protein functions it depend on the tertiary structure because it has most different types of chemical bond አላቸው ማለት ነው። if it is disturbed or if it is what that is why distorted ከሆነ it loses its activity ማለት ይሄ tertiary structureን ካጣ ፕሮቲን በተለይ ደግሞ tertiary structure distorted ከሆነ ፋንክሽኑ በዛው ውስጥ ምን ያህል ሎስት ያደርግ biological function will be disturbed ይሆናል ማለት ነው። it involves cross link between different polypeptide chains or peptide chains. It can be stabilized by different chemical forces or force of attractions like hydrogen bonding ይኖራል፣ hydrophobic interaction, van der Waals interaction as well as disulfide bridge ይኖራል፣ ionic interaction ይኖራቸዋል ማለት እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት this is why hydrogen bonding is what hydrophobic interaction and is also polypeptide background polypeptide chain ይኖራል። this sulfur dibridge or disulfide bridge እንለዋለን። this is ionic interaction ይኖራል ማለት ነው። good tertiary structure ስንል ምንድን non linear structure ነው። it is 3D or 3 dimensional ነው ማለት hydrophobic side chain or interior ይኖራል። outside ደግሞ ምን ይኖራቸዋል? hydrophilic side chain or exterior ይኖራል። and compact as well biologically active conformation. Mostly protein function is dependent on the tertiary structures. Domains are fundamental functional and 3-dimensional structures of polypeptide stabilized by mostly the tertiary structures stabilized by hydrogen bond, hydrophobic interaction, van der Waals force and disulfide bridge as well as ionic interaction. Great. The other and the last one is quaternary structures of a protein. This is arrangement of separate chains within a protein that has more than one polypeptide chains. Mostly, it's condensed and more overlaying of tertiary structure. ብዙ tertiary structures በአንድ ላይ condensed ይሆኑ ናቸው። Like the most common is hemoglobin is a quaternary structure protein, but myoglobin is a tertiary structure. A stable association between those subunits is established by bond that is identical within what the force and sustain tertiary structure. Most condensed እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት በጣም ጥቅጥቅ ያለ እርስ በርሱ ምን የሆነ የተጫጫነ ስትራክቸር ምን ይባላል? ኳተርናሪ ስትራክቸር እንለዋለን ማለት ነው። So quaternary structure is the arrangement of many polypeptide chains in 3-dimensional complexes, and the protein will lose its function when subunits are dissociated. Mostly እነዚህ ኳተርናሪ እና ተርሸሪ ስትራክቸር ግን በከፍተኛ ሁኔታ ተርሸሪ ስትራክቸሩ ከጠፋ ወይም ዲስቶርትድ ከሆነ ፕሮቲን ፋንክሽኑ ያጣል ማለት ነው። quaternary structures and they are what stabilized by the same within that of tertiary structure. Tertiary structure stabilized በሚሆንበት force ምን ይሆናል? quaternary structure ምን ይሆናል? stabilized ይሆናል። ልዩነቱ ምንድነው? more condensed ነው። በጣም ጥቅጥቅ ያለ እርስ በርሱ ወዛው የተጫጫነ ነው። hydrophobic interaction, hydrogen bonding, ionic bond, van der Waals force ሊኖር ይችላል ማለት። The most common examples of quaternary structure like hemoglobin, creatine kinase, dimer, lactate dehydrogenase, and hemoglobin G, is tetramer የምንላቸው ነው። In summary, we have three structural arrangement or chronological sequential orders of an amino acid protein structure. The first one, primary structure, is a linear sequence or sequential arrangement of amino acid. Secondary structure, in addition to the polypeptide or the primary structure, they have what the arrangement of atoms that is localized or linked by hydrogen bonding, like alpha helix, beta plated sheet, and beta bands or beta terms. Tertiary structure is the most stable structure. Mostly the protein function is dependent and interacted mostly stable by hydrogen bonding, hydrophobic, electrostatic, that is van der Waals force, and disulfide bridge. The same is true. Quaternary structure is the most condensed. እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩ ሲንግል ተርሸሪ ናት። እዚህ ጋር ግን የኛው ተርሸሪ ስትራክቸር እችኛው ተርሸሪ ስትራክቸር እችኛው ተርሸሪ አራት ተርሸሪ ስትራክቸር ይኖራል። The arrangement multiple polypeptide chains or many tertiary structure can be over condensed, overlaid in the formations of quaternary structures ማለት ነው። Your the other one is denaturations of a protein. How proteins will be denatured? Denaturation ማለት what loss of its catalytic as well as any proteinase functions ማለት ነው. It involves destructions of higher levels of protein structures. በተለይ ደግሞ secondary, tertiary, and quaternary structures of a protein will be distracted or disturbed locally. So this denaturation of a protein can lose its physiological as well as and biological property of proteins or functions of a protein. So these cessations are, that is why the denaturations of their biochemical activity as an enzyme that will be denaturations of a protein can affect the protein function. Decrease in size, shape of a molecule, shapeaቸው ወይም ደግሞ ሳይዛቸው ሊቀንስ ይችላል ማለት። Denaturation also leads to alteration in surface tensions, alteration or increment in surface tension as well as loss of antigen. Increasing the number of reactivity or reactive and as well as functional groups in the compositions of native proteins. በተለይ ደግሞ እነዚህ ፕሮቲን denaturation ስንል የሰከንዳሪ ተርሸሪ እና ኳተርናሪ ስትራክቸሩ ምን ማድረግ ነው ማለት ነው? ዲስትራክት ማድረግ ወይም ደግሞ ቦንዱን መስበር ማለት ነው። ያ ማለት ደግሞ በተለይ ተርሸሪ ስትራክቸሩ ምንድነው ብለን the most stable structure ስለሆነ የፕሮቲኑ ፋንክሽን በተርሸሪ ስትራክቸሩ ላይ ዲፔንደንት ስለሆነ ፕሮቲን ስትራክቸሩ ተርሸሪ ስትራክቸሩ ሎስት ሆነ ማለት የፕሮቲን ፋንክሽኑን እናጣለን ማለት ነው። What's the advantage of this denaturation ማለት ነው? ፕሮቲን denaturation የራሱ የሆነ ጥቅም አለው። ፕሮቲን denature ሲደረግ on cooking, this is very important or easily for digestion. ለዳይጀሽን ሲምፕሊፋይድ ይሆናል። የተቀቀለ እንቁላል ወይም ደግሞ የተቀቀለ ፕሮቲን ብናይ ለዳይጀስቲቢሊቲ በጣም ይቀላል ማለት ነው። Denaturation test is used for detections of urinary albumins. በተለይ ደግሞ እነዚህ አልቡሚን ወይም ደግሞ urinary albumin proteins ዲተርማይን ለማድረግ ሌቭላቸውን ለማወቅ denaturation የግዴታ ቴስት ያስፈልጋል ማለት ነው። Good. Measurement of specific analytes in the biological samples such as uric acid, glucose requires water removal of a protein mostly through denaturation ማለት ነው። Several traditional medical approaches for stoppage of bleeding, treatment of burns, and so forth, precipitations as well as denaturations of superficial protein layers are very importantly treated by denaturations. Good. Denaturating condition in electrophoresis are used to separate all the proteins in basis of molecular weight. That is why indifference in the weight. So denaturations of a protein can affect the protein functions, right? Loss of native forms or native structures ማለት ነው። denaturation ስንል ሎዝ የመጀመሪያው ወይም ደግሞ የነበረው ፕሮቲን ስትራክቸር ሎስት ይሆናል ወይም ደግሞ ዲስትራክትድ ይሆናል። that will leads to change in physical as well as chemical characters and lastly results in what loss of biological activity. እዚህ ጋር እንደምናየው ለምሳሌ ቀዩ ከቀዩ ጋር ሊንክድ ያደረገ ነው፣ ቢጫው ከቢጫው ጋር ሊንክድ ያደረገ ነው፣ አረንጓዴው ከአረንጓዴው ወደ ስንመጣ እንግዲህ ምን ያክል እንደተራራቁ አረንጓዴው እና ይቺ አረንጓዴ ምን ያክል እንደተራራቁ ስትራክቸሩ ሆነ ተረተረ ማለት ነው። ቀዩና እዚህ ጋር ቀይ ያለ እዚህኛው ቀይ ያለ በጣም እንዴት እንደተራራቁ ዲኔቸርድ ነው ማለት ዲዩ ቱ ዲፈረንት denaturing ኤጀንቶች አሉ ወይም ደግሞ ዲኔቸር እናደርጋቸው። denaturing ኤጀንት የምንላቸው ላይክ ስትሮንግ አሲድ ኦር ስትሮንግ ቤዝ ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ቴምፕሬቸር ኦር ሃየር ቴምፕሬቸር ሊሆን ይችላል፣ is organic solvent የምንላቸው or heavy metal ions ሊሆን ይችላል or detergents like እነዚህ አይነት ኬሚካሎች ፕሮቲን ስትራክቸር ሎስት ሊያደርጉ ይችላሉ ማለት ነው። ultraviolet light በተለይ ደግሞ it is common. So let's try to see the most common tertiary as well as quaternary structure protein ናቸው. Myoglobin is the most common tertiary structure. It's very important globular protein that stores oxygen in muscle and heart. heart እና muscle ላይ በተለይ ደግሞ little oxygen store ለማድረግ የሚያገለግል myoglobin is a tertiary structure ነው ማለት ነው። The stored oxygen used up while during different activity በተለይ ደግሞ there is oxygen deprivation በሚኖርበት ጊዜ the monomeric protein binds only one oxygen and it's very important to store or leads to the release of oxygen during oxygen deprivation. It has higher binding affinity than that of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin አንፃር ስናየው ለፕሮቲን ለኦክሲጅን higher affinity ይኖረዋል ማለት ነው። Stores that is why oxygen in the heart skeletal muscles and can bind with oxygen to form hemoglobin in circulating arterial blood and stores oxygen that is reserved or that is reservation for oxygen deprivation or against oxygen deprivation. Here this is it has one oxygen binding site. Other one quaternary structures is hemoglobin. Hemoglobin የምንለው ነው ማለት hemoglobin is a globular protein found in the blood and it is tetrameric in nature. It's comprised 2 alpha and 2 beta. ይዟል ማለት ነው has 4 oxygen binding site ይኖረዋል it leads to transportation of oxygen but not storing of oxygen mostly transport oxygen from the lung to the tissue and vice versa as well as carbon dioxide and protons. So it is a quaternary structure of hemoglobin is comprised 4 chains 2 alpha and 2 beta. It forms tetrahedron structure. This is what it seems like and center with iron or ferric ions. Ferric ions center ላይ ይኖራል ማለት ነው and porphyrin ring የምንላቸው ይኖራሉ። እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት ቤታ ፖሊፔፕታይድ ቼኖች ይኖራሉ። እዚህ ጋር ሁለት ተመሳሳይ ግሩፖች እዚህ ሁለት ተመሳሳይ ግሩፖች ይኖራሉ ማለት ነው። Great. The other one on the last one is carbon monoxide poisoning የሚባል conditions or that is why the protein disorder አለ ማለት ነው። This protein disorder is associated mostly with hemoglobin proteins that is why oxygen and carbon monoxide compete for hemoglobin binding because hemoglobin is very important for transportation of oxygen to the tissue for chemical process for biochemical activities that oxygen is very vital for electron transport chains. Since carbon monoxide binds with affinity greater than 200 times than that of oxygen, so carbon monoxide concentration is 1 to 200 in ratio ማለት ነው። So if the hemoglobin is saturated with carbon monoxide with 50%, it's difficult for cell to survive. Good. If the hemoglobin is saturated with 30 up to 50% within carbon monoxide, it can lead to a thrombing, right? Headache, confusion, fainting, and so forth can be visible in the patients. As well as when the concentrations of carbon monoxide comprise 80% within that of hemoglobin, the condition leads to a rapid fatal. Is what? Rapid fatal ነው ማለት ነው። So there are oxygen at higher concentration dispense carbon monoxide from hemoglobin. So clinically as well as in any health centers, the patients will be admitted with higher oxygen will be leads to the patient to remove this carbon dioxide. Therefore, carbon monoxide can be overcome or treated by elevations of oxygen. So this is all about the protein structure, function, and classification. If you have any doubt, any question, you are welcome. ስለዚህ የዛሬው ትምህርታችን ከዚህ ያበቃል ማለት ነው። ስለነበረው ቆይታ ከልብ እያመሰገን ቻናሉን ሰብስክራይብ፣ ላይክ፣ ሼር ማድረጋችሁን አትርሱ። በያላችሁበት ሰናይ ቆይታ፣ በያላችሁበት መልካም ጊዜ። ባይ ባይ።